Oh my god. Just when you think Ronnie can't be any more of a skis bag bastard, as they say in Love Island, he's moving like a snake. Love Island All Stars, Thursday the 23rd of January. That was dramatic. Catherine had enough of Naz. She's like, right, I know that you're a slow burner, but you're ripping the piss. Bye-bye. Luca took her for a chat. He's like, you deserve to feel wanted, you deserve to have cuddles and have somebody who wants to be with you. Yes, he's so cute. I don't know at what point I stopped paying attention, but 1 minute Montel wasn't there and the next minute he was. I've got no idea what the reactions were or anything. I just looked up in the kissing challenge and he was standing there blindfolded. Up until now, I didn't really think that Ekin-Su liked Curtis, but I don't think that her jealousy was fake. I think she was being genuine, and he was just trying to have a laugh at it, but she wasn't having it. Every time he was rating the girls, he's like, oh, I've definitely kissed this girl, I've not kissed this girl. And I think he was just trying to be funny about it, but Ekin-Su was just totally fucking pissed. So when she went to kiss the boys, she says that she's really competitive and she wanted to win. And I don't really think she done anything wrong because it is a competition. And it's not as if she was like grabbing their balls or anything, like she was stroking their arms and stuff. That being said, if somebody done that to my partner, bitches would be getting killed. Although they're not even going out, so you have to stay calm. I've said this a million times and I think everybody can agree. Let me know in the comments if you agree or not. When they kiss, I wish they would take the kissing sounds out because it makes me feel ill. Also, when they're zooming into them kissing and you see them like just sticking their tongue into their mouth, it's not for me. I don't mind just seeing them kiss for the backs of their heads or even seeing them kiss for the side, but why do we need to zoom in? Why do we need full tongue and mouth action? It's too much. When it was Tina's turn to kiss Casey, she just gave him a peck, and who can blame her? I was just confused about why everybody kissed Ronnie. They're willingly kissing him. Thinking about it, like if they kissed all the other boys and then they didn't kiss him, it would be bullying. But how they could even bring themselves? Help. Then the time unfortunately came and Harriet re-entered the villa. I'm glad that over the past year she's toned down the colour of her contour. Watching her kiss in particular was giving me the boke, but she got a really high score. Because there's been rumours that there's bad blood between her and Ronnie, I kind of thought that she might give him a kiss, but then I thought maybe she's got to give him a kiss like, look what you're missing. So it looked like she kissed them all kind of equally, and then as soon as she walked away, he was like, you knew that he knew, and then he whispered, that's Harriet. I thought, how's this going to go? I had no idea. When it was time to score the kiss, he actually said, I know who that is, I'll give it a 10. Oh my god. He's so unaware of what he does to people's feelings. Poor Elma's standing there. And I see, even if the kiss was a 10, and I'm all about being honest, but in that moment, it just wasn't the right time. He doesn't think about anybody apart from himself. He's a total fucking narcissist. Poor Elma's standing there, and after her actions the other night, where she was just like totally going off her head, I didn't really like her as much, but how she managed to stand there, calm. I know that she was freaking out on the inside, but she managed to stand there and look composed. She done a better job than I could have. Ekin-Su was talking to the girls and she was fucking raging, and she was saying, oh, if he's got to kiss them passionately, two can play at that game. But then when she came over and she was like stroking her arms, stroking her chest and all that, but at the same time Curtis was also raging because she was like touchy-feely. And there's none of them that I think's in the wrong. I think that I can understand why they're both annoyed, but at the same time, he was only kissing them. She came over and she was like stroking them and touching them and all that, so I feel like she took it a step too far. But I actually do think that they like each other now, because I don't think that they would have just faked that jealousy. even though we sit at home and we watch this and we say, oh, it's just a game, they know that this is part of the show. I do it all the time. It's part of the show, like it's no big deal. But if you were to think about your partner, I know that they're not going out, right? But think about your partner. If you had to actually stand there and watch them kiss all these other people, I would be, no, I couldn't do it. If I was just seeing them, if I was fresh like the way they are, it'd be a different story. But that is harsh. When Kaz was speaking to Ron and he was saying like, how are you feeling or whatever, and she says to him, I have to be honest, when you came in I didn't really fancy you, but I'm enjoying getting to know you. That was honesty. Because I actually thought that she liked him, because when they were up on the terrace and they were having chats and stuff, she was being really flirty with him. And I thought she was into him, but obviously she must have been more into Luca. To be fair, it's a bit confusing because first she was into Curtis. I feel as if she's been kind of like being into everybody a wee bit, you know? Apart from Casey. So then, Ronnie strikes again. And actually, I don't think that he was doing this deliberately. I think that he just doesn't take other people's feelings into consideration. He doesn't think before he takes action. Anybody else would have went to Elma and said, how are you feeling that my ex is in the house, or what's going on, you know, do you want to chat or whatever, and took her for a chat first. If he wanted to speak to Harriet, he should have took Elma to the side first and said, I'm going to take her for a chat and see what's happening. But nope, he goes straight up to Harriet and she says, oh, can we speak somewhere private? They could have just sat at the fire pit, but they decided to make it private, which makes it 1,000 times worse. Not only did they try and like sit out the way where people aren't really going to be sitting directly watching them, they went to the terrace. The terrace, come on. When he was speaking to the boys, he says, oh, people don't really know how serious it was or how much I liked her or whatever. I was shocked because on Love Island it looked as if it was all her and as if he was just keeping her to get to the end. It is possible, although I don't think it's factual, that she's in the house now and he's thinking, oh yes, this is somebody that I can grasp onto the end, we can go to the end together and we can win. Because when he was speaking, he did seem genuine. And I don't think that he's a genuine person usually. She was just totally trying to play it cool. And she was telling the girls that she spoke to him in December and they'd sent her roses and they was saying, oh, let's meet and all that. Elma's sitting there having to listen to this. Shocking. And he was saying to Elma, oh, you don't know how much I loved you or whatever else. Which is strange because I'm sure he actually did say to the girls before that it was a showmance. Do you know what? I might go back to some of the first episodes and see, because I'm sure he did say that. They've obviously brought Harriet back in for the drama. But why is Ronnie just so fucking blind when it comes to emotions? There was absolutely no need for him to pull Harriet for a chat first. Maybe he wanted to pull her for a chat to be like, how you feeling? Like, do you think maybe there's something still between us? Before he went to Elma and told her what was happening. But he still should have pulled her for a chat first and says that he was going to chat to Harriet. Meanwhile, the girls are directly under the terrace. They should have thought about this. We're on the terrace, the girls are right underneath us, they're going to hear what we're saying. And they're hearing everything. Oh my god, and she's sitting there having to listen to this. I've been paired up with Elma, there's something missing, blah blah blah. Oh my god, it was so bad. Let me know what you thought of tonight's show. I must admit, I didn't think it was boring. I did lose attention a wee bit at the start, but overall, not bad. But I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!